Hey, it's Thomas here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Red Sea's new ReefLED 160s, which is their answer to lighting wider and deeper reef tanks. If you're looking for an LED light for your larger, deeper reef tank that is Wi-Fi controllable, takes almost no effort to set up so that it looks great to your eye, while also providing your corals with the spectrum they need, has a recessed lens and includes an optional visor to cut down on any unwanted light spill, with a few great mounting options, and can provide over 100 par spread evenly over a 32-inch by 32-inch footprint at the bottom of a 32-inch deep tank, then check out the ReefLED 160s. This thing has a super interesting lens design and basically makes it so you can have fewer light fixtures over your larger, deeper tank. So if you don't want a bunch of fixtures up there, this might be the ticket for you. Not all reefers want to dive down that lighting rabbit hole and get an LED fixture that has every LED color under the sun and a slider to control every single one individually and more options than you'd know what to do with. What most of us really want is a fixture that's going to give our corals the light they need while also giving us enough control to make the fixture more or less white to suit our personal taste. Beyond that, keeping things simple is something that most reefers can appreciate. I'll take a leap and say that most reefers out there want to be able to rely on the light itself to have the right ratio of LED colors with the right intensity, an even spread and great color blending, along with a pleasant shimmer, so that getting lighting right for our reef tanks isn't something we have to worry about. Red Sea has been helping reefers achieve exactly that with their ReefLED fixtures for a while now, with a smooth and simple setup that is basically effortless through their ReefBeat app, sleek mounting options, a great balance of blue to white LEDs that provides not only the spectrum your corals need to grow, but achieves it without wasting power on LEDs that would otherwise just get their intensity turned way down. And their new 160s is bringing all of that to a beefier fixture designed for larger, deeper reef tanks and includes their brand new stadium-shaped lens. But before we talk more about that, let's get it out of the box. In the box, you'll find the Red Sea ReefLED 160s, the included clip-on visor, and the power supply. The 160s has a very unique looking stadium lens sitting over top of its 160 watt LED array and is designed to effectively light a 32-inch by 32-inch by 32-inch space. This fixture has a lot of punch. Red Sea's par testing shows that it can provide over 100 par at the bottom of a 32-inch deep reef tank, and that's with the fixture sitting 12 inches off the surface of the water. It's a lot. Pretty impressive. I'm gonna get more into the stadium lens in a little bit. Like their smaller ReefLED 90 lights, they leave the choice of mounting hardware up to you and don't include it with the light fixture. That way you don't end up paying that little bit extra when you buy the light and end up with a piece of mounting hardware that you might not actually be able to use. There are a few different options available to choose from, including a hanging kit for a single light, a multi-light pendant available in lengths from 30 inches up to 90 inches, which looks super slick, and an adjustable 160s specific mounting arm, which is fantastic. It is really slick, has an internal channel for routing cords neatly, and allows you to tilt the light up and out of the way for maintenance, plus the light will automatically shut off so you aren't blinded. It can attach to panels up to 3/4 of an inch thick and will center the light perfectly on aquariums between 22 inches and 32 inches front to back, while holding the light 12 inches off the surface of the water, which is the recommended height for this beefier ReefLED fixture. Red Sea also opted to include an optional clip-on visor to further recess the LED inside of the fixture, and that way cut down on any extra unwanted light spill into the room or from light hitting you in the eyes while you're sitting down trying to enjoy your tank. This guy again, coming in here like he owns the place, trying to steal my shine. Get it? Because it's a light. There's light coming, and then in the shine, there's less of it. Eh? Plus, what am I supposed to do with two of these? I've got one light fixture. Now I've got two. What's this for? Did you think of that? I don't know why you asked me to do this if you're just going to complain about it. Setting up the light is really simple, and Red Sea puts a big focus on ease of use so that you can worry less about making sure you get the settings right and can focus on setting up the light so that it looks good to your eye. Once you've got the light set up and over the tank, you can download the ReefBeat app to your smart device and pair the light to the app. Next, you can choose from one of 3 presets depending on if you prefer a slightly whiter or bluer looking tank, and then what time of day you'd like the lights to come on. The ReefBeat app will do the rest from there. You'll have a full schedule for your lights. They'll ramp up and down for sunrise and sunset and provide the spectrum your corals need to grow with great coloration. You can certainly go in and adjust the schedule or spectrum of your lights if you'd like to tweak it. And if you make any changes that could be detrimental to your corals, the app will give you a warning to let you know so you don't accidentally make changes that could cause issues for your reef tank. The app also includes acclimation mode, lunar cycles, and the ability to stagger sunrise across multiple light fixtures, which is super cool. The ReefBeat app will also provide your tank with a heartbeat. If any devices become disconnected, like during a power outage, the app will let you know. If you do have a larger aquarium that requires multiple light fixtures, the other ReefLED lights you add will automatically be paired with the first fixture and adopt its settings, so you only need to program a fixture one time, which is wonderful. Red Sea's 160s uses basically the same spectrum and ratio of LEDs as their 90 and 50 models, with 140 watts of the total 160 watts dedicated to their Reef Spec blue LEDs and the remaining 20 watts to their 8000K whites. The overall spectrum produced is a more refined approach that's not as wide as other options, but zeroes in on one of the most effective peaks for coral photosynthesis, while also providing some violet and UV, as well as that 8000K daylight for a brighter and balanced appearance. Personally, I really like the look of the 15,000 Kelvin setting that having all channels at 100% produces. It's nice and bright and does a good job of showing off natural colors and pigments of fish and corals, as well as that awesome coral fluorescence that most reefers like to focus on. Like I mentioned earlier, all of the LEDs are packed behind that single stadium lens, which creates a nice homogeneous spectrum with no visible color separation or disco effect, and a wide even spread and beautiful shimmer. The new lens and 160 watts of LEDs are what make this fixture better at covering that 32-inch by 32-inch footprint and able to penetrate effectively up to 32 inches of depth, making these fixtures a great option for larger, taller reef tanks where you want to have fewer fixtures but still have the wide even coverage and usable par levels throughout the entire tank for easy coral placement. I'd still recommend testing your reef tank with a par meter just to be sure you have the overall intensity dialed in just right for the types of corals that you'd like to keep. Having even a basic par map of your exact reef tank with your exact rock work can be a great way to make sure that you always put a new coral in an optimal location. That way you don't accidentally bleach it or have it go brown from overlighting it or underlighting it. If you don't have your own par meter, you can actually rent one for less than the cost of a nice frag. You can check out this video right here where I show you exactly how that par meter rental works, how you can make that rudimentary par chart of your entire tank so you know where your corals should be getting placed. And yeah, you can basically just take lighting as an element that could cause any kind of failure in your corals right off of the table. You just know the lighting's not the problem, which is a really good feeling. So check it out.